Arsenal are winning the league. Yep. The quicker everyone accepts it, the better for everyone. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to address this game right here. Arsenal 1, Crystal Palace 0. Big up to every single one of you guys. Make sure guys go get your football jersey. Even the Arsenal fans watching this right now. This doesn't just apply to Liverpool fans. Okay, jersey. Code Husam 10 for 10% off. We hooked you guys with an extra discount and it expires today. So go get yourself a shirt. And let's just get into it, guys. Arsenal are going to win the league. The quicker everyone accepts it, the better. This is it. This is it, guys. Like, who's going to stop them? As things stand, I have the Villa Manchester City game on in the background, and Manchester City have lost the game 1-0. Yep, it's full time over there as well. So Manchester City lose, Liverpool lose, Chelsea, who people thought are in the title race, lose. So who's going to win the league, guys? Who's Arsenal's title contenders? Sunderland are in a title race. Bournemouth are in a title race. That's who's in a title race with Arsenal right now, guys. You get me? According to the Premier League table, the closest team to them is Bournemouth. The second closest team to them is Sunderland. So those are the teams in a title race with Arsenal, guys. So can the mighty Cherries or the Mackhams stop Arsenal? No, they can't. But they're winning it, guys. We have to accept it. And we only have ourselves to blame for our own performances, but we have to acknowledge. Look, forget the fact that Arsenal scored from a set piece. I'll address that in a bit. You want to know what's really sustainable? The way Arsenal defend is really sustainable. Liverpool conceded 3 goals against Brentford. Do you know that Arsenal have conceded 3 goals the entirety of the season? I'm going to say that again. Liverpool have conceded 3 goals against Brentford alone. Arsenal conceded 3 goals in 9 Premier League games. And that is what's truly sustainable. Having a defensive rock, by the way, playing with Mosquera for the entirety of the second half. The whole second half, Saliba didn't even play. Let's keep this in mind. The entirety of the second half, Saliba did not even play. Saliba did not even Saliba was not even on the pitch in the second half. And they still kept a clean sheet. And you want to know, let's do a bit of numbers. I know the guys love numbers. And it's very important to look at the numbers, guys, right? Because numbers are very important. And they give us a true reflection and a true measuring stick of stuff, right? Because numbers are important, numbers are real, and they give us a true reflection and a true definition of everything that's truly happening. You get me? So let's look. How much XG did Arsenal concede? 0.47 XG. Only 1 shot on target for Crystal Palace. How many big chances did Crystal Palace miss? 0. How many did they create? 0. Expected goals from open play? 0.38 for Crystal Palace. Total shots. Shots off target, shots on target, blocked shots, hit the woodwork. Everything Arsenal win. Arsenal win in every single statistical category. You want to know how much XG Crystal Palace created against Liverpool? 2.14. And you could actually make the claim that Crystal Palace should have scored 7 goals alone in the first half against Liverpool. And they weren't even close to scoring 1 against Arsenal Football Club. And this is why they will win the league. This solid defense that they got going on right here, 3 goals conceded in 12 games. You guys do realize if this continues, multiply 3 by 3. If this continues, Arsenal will break the defensive record that Chelsea has. Now, I'm not going to make that claim. I'm simply doing a numbers game. If they, for the next 9 games as well, concede only 3 goals, that's 6 goals in 18. You add another 3 goals for another 9 games, that's 9 goals in 27. And then it's 12 goals in 36. Ooh, they might break the Chelsea defensive record. They might. I ain't saying. I'm just saying, like, it might not be impossible. It might not be impossible the way that they're behaving. So that for me is the most sustainable thing that Arsenal do. And Arsenal lock off the opposition. Arsenal are boring, yes. To a neutral, as an Arsenal fan, I don't expect you to say your club is boring, but as a neutral, as someone who watches Arsenal as a non-Arsenal fan, and everyone in the chat, everyone in the comments who isn't an Arsenal fan will get what I'm saying. We are bored. But as an Arsenal fan, you're watching this, you're like, okay. So did Raya have to make some elite save or something? No. Raya didn't have to do any like elite save where it's like, you know, a world-class save where he jumped to the top right corner and stopped Crystal Palace from scoring. None of that happened. None of that happened. Why? Their defensive solidity. Timber, best right back in the league. I've been saying it. Calafiori, best left back in the league. I've been saying it. The partnership of Saliba, Gabriel, and then after that, the partnership of Timber, Gabriel. And to be honest, I have been pointing out that I think Gabriel is better than Saliba for a while now. Like, I think I'm probably one of the first neutrals on YouTube to make the claim that Gabriel is better than Saliba. And I've actually been saying that Gabriel is better than Saliba for a long time. And I believe it now. Completely believed it for the last year, and I believe it again this year. I think he's become a defensive rock at Arsenal at the back. He's become one of their main leaders as well. Zubimendi, defensive performance, and the way that he passes the ball in midfield, good. Everyone was good today in midfield. The one thing I will say, though, if you are an Arsenal fan, one thing that should worry you is when you get to the final third, you need to be able to create more chances. That's just constructive criticism, because as much as Crystal Palace had 0.4 xg, what's it called? As much as Crystal Palace had 0.4 xg, Arsenal themselves only had 1 xg, of which basically from set play was 0.81. So they only created 0.27 xg from open play. So that's something that maybe Arteta has to look at. And listen, I'm sure he's probably noticing it right now, that you need an element of creativity, because I feel bad for Jokeras. We can sit here and we can say Brock Lesnar, we can say Brock Lesnar, we can mock him, we can do all this. And listen, I will as well for banter purposes. But since we're doing a match reaction, we're being objective, and we're not taking the piss. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, you feel bad for Jokeras because they're not really creating any chances for him. When Arsenal signed Jokeras in the summer, they knew from the moment they signed him, you're not signing like some Bobby Firmino, you're not signing like some complete footballer or whatever it is. You're signing a player that you have to feed in order for him to score goals for you. So you aren't really feeding him, you aren't really giving him the opportunities to score goals, you aren't giving him the chances to score goals. And that's something I'm sure that Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal coaches will probably address. But for now, 3 goals conceded in 9 games. No one should be complaining. Top of the league. The closest team to you right now is Bournemouth. The second closest team to you after that is Sunderland. So if you're an Arsenal fan, rightfully so, you should be very confident. You should be very confident if you're an Arsenal fan right now. Extremely confident. And this looks, as things stand, it looks like Arsenal's year. The results are going your way. Everything is happening as you expect it to happen. Today, Crystal Palace, a team that worries a lot of big teams. No one really wants to play against Crystal Palace. You just locked them off, didn't allow them to create any dangerous chances, didn't allow them to score, didn't allow them to create. And that, for me, is the thing. Look, I think Arsenal's defensive solidity is one of the key things that should make all Arsenal fans confident. And they should be very confident in moving forward as well, because it even gets easier from here. It gets easier from here from Arsenal, because this was the only tough game they had until the international break. Next week, it's away at Burnley. And then after that, it's away at Sunderland. Title clash. You get me, against the Mackhams. Title clash. Let's go. Sunderland versus Arsenal title race game. Anyway, guys, the quicker you all accepted, the better. Arsenal are winning the league. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, check out our sponsors. Husam 10% off. Peace out, Habibis.